Hello. Hi, chat. Hi, Zaps. Hi, Ajax. Hi, Jess. Hi, Kyle. How are all of you? I am I'm incredibly low energy today, so today's stream is gonna be super, super chill. We're just gonna fuck around with some decorating in the server and just like vibe. It might be a shorter stream, I don't know. We're gonna play it by ear. But hey, hi, hello. Welcome to the coziest morning stream on Twitch. Hi, Mommy Queen, how are you? This is what I like to call my NPR voice. It's if I ever got a job announcing on NPR, it would be this voice. Welcome to All Things Considered. I'm your host for the night. I almost didn't stream today, but I wanted to hang out with you guys for a bit, at least. I went back to the gym for the first time in like 2 weeks because I just haven't been feeling up to it. Of course not Zaps. But I went back to the gym for the first time in like 2 weeks. And it was miserable. And my body is struggling with it right now. But that is why we don't take time off. Don't mind the yawns. They're just there. I think first what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to the vault and see what kind of money we have, because we kind of need to pay for everything. And there just hasn't really been time in mine or Greg's schedule to like get in and grind out money. I also, before the end of stream, somebody remind me that I want to see how much money Debbie has in the bank. I need the hatchback Subaru and they don't have it in the server anymore. It makes me sad. But yeah, remind me to go check Debbie's bank account before the end of stream, because I want to know if our girl is out of debt yet. I doubt she is, but maybe. There's a chance that, like, the gods have looked kindly upon us. Okay, all of my food is bad. That's fine. We'll have to pick up food. We have beverage. We should probably stop at the gas station and grab some bandages. Hi TG, how are you? All we have right now is our bicycle. It's honestly probably what happens, apps. God, Mel is too dignified to be riding around on a bicycle. This is so disappointing. This time of day, Mirror Park's gonna be super quiet. I don't think any of the HOA is around. Oh my god, we should just have Mel taking the bus everywhere. I also loaded like directly into the server. I didn't even queue for a second, so things are probably sort of quiet. Elle does not like the vibration on her cheeks. Mel wants her motorcycle back. Can you just get off the bike, please? Thank you. I think we still have like 2 months worth of payments to make on the house. First aid kit. Let's get... I don't know how much money I have on me. I have that much, so I guess we'll get 2 first aid kits. See, the problem with the fireplace in the house... Thank you, TGA. Appreciate it. The problem with the fireplace in the house is that sometimes it just sets you on fire while you're decorating. Well, somebody is awake and around. Okay, we're gonna bike our way to the vault. See, this is what we need throughout the entire server. We need bike lanes. Dun, dun. Not grinder hours, we're gonna decorate. Also, hi Bella. I don't have the brain power to settle into grinder hours right now. But I do have a house to decorate. For everybody just coming in, I'm super low energy today, so I'm sorry about that. That's just what today is gonna be. It's probably gonna be a little bit shorter of a stream, but we're just gonna chill. It's gonna be a chill, cozy time, you know? And sometimes that's not bad. Sometimes we can all just like hang out and relax and decorate our fake house that we can't pay for. I literally sat there and looked through like home design. Okay, oh my god, that just scared the shit out of me. I looked through home design. What is going on with the locals right now? Hello? Home design Twitters last night, just to like find ideas for what I want to do. I mean, I can also play more Mel. This isn't entirely on Greg. Greg didn't even think that getting the house was a good idea. Which it wasn't. Do-do-do. But if we hadn't gotten it that day, somebody else was gonna buy it. And it's an important story point for C and Mel. So if we ever do end up, like, maining them again... I'm locking my bike. I'm not locking my bike. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully nobody runs into it. But yeah, we bought it with knowing that Greg wasn't going to play C. Really. At all. Let's see. 1,500 isn't bad. It's not great. It doesn't pay for the house. But I mean, 4,000 in the bank account is better than we've been at for a while. I think we need to make like 100 grand this week, but you know, it's fine. It's totally fine. No big deal. Alright, back to the house. It's decorating time. Dun 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 dun. I feel like those signs are new. Maybe I've just never noticed them before. Like, I'm never sure in the server. Hold up. Since when does this have this interior?
How do you know and why do you care?
Hold up.
Okay, why are you asking me that?
I've never seen this before. Like, I assume based on the low polys that it's been here. But I've never noticed it before. Not a door you can get into. Interesting. Oh, and it's a dessert place? So I had this idea back in 2.0 to open up just like a little Italian bakery coffee shop thing that we would eventually implement to use as like a front for drug trafficking stuff. And like, it's an idea that I would like to maybe still implement. I don't know why we're saying peanut butter, but I love peanut butter. It's great. I just like, I don't know if I have.
Do you need a lift?
Oh no, I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
I'm on a bicycle. It's not like I'm walking. Hi, Avi. How are you? What was I saying before I got distracted by that guy? I don't know that I have like the mental energy to put into just like grinding out well, too bad for them. I don't know that I have the energy for like grinding out the RP interactions. Who is that? Hello? Who the fuck is around in this area at these hours? Because the server, there's definitely still RP, but it's not very RP focused. And getting anywhere requires like months of work. And it's the sort of thing that would more or less require me like maining GTA for a while. And I don't know. Like, I used to main GTA, and I enjoyed it then, but the server was a very different place at that time. Was there anything that I need to hear? No, we haven't heard about anything for a while. Cool. So, house. I appreciate it, Bella. That's the thing. I don't know what will make me happy. I don't know what I'm going to enjoy doing. Because, like, the idea of doing RP full-time again is, like, enticing, but also kind of not. So I'm thinking... Oh no, Avi. How to turn out. I'm thinking I might completely redo this. I might oh no! Oh no, Avi. I'm sorry. COVID fucking sucks. We might redo this entire living room concept, in spite of all of the time that I put in making this fireplace. We might set this up as like a conversation pit sort of deal. If you guys are familiar with what like a conversation pit looks like. And I was gonna do bar over here, but we might put like a pool table? I don't know. Cause like I like this fireplace, but I feel like it's not going to fit with the design of the house anywhere else. Did I say fire pit? I meant fireplace. I don't know what I said. But like I feel like a conversation pit with like maybe a little fireplace in the center could be good. I'm worried that this room is too small for it. But if I pick out the right sofa pieces and everything, it should be okay. And then, so we maybe have that like over here and that. It's another reason for getting rid of the fireplace. Because fireplaces, they've, we can count that as a dead, I think. I think we're gonna, because we weren't even close to the fire. So I think we're just gonna cheat this one and F8 quick, because, like, there's not even anybody to call the police to be like, because look at us, we're back up and moving. It's literally just the fire is rough to deal with. I need to figure out what the actual barrier is, because if I want to put a fire in the middle here, we need to address that. But yeah, we didn't even touch the fire. We're gonna do this. Nobody say anything. It's fine. Like, if it was a time of day when I knew that Greg was awake, I would have just forced him to hop on the server and call EMS for me. Forced him to play C. I love just being on fire suddenly. It's perfect. It's great. Which hotkey is the one that I'm looking for? Oh, it was that one. It's that one. Hello. It's been so long since I've played GTA that I don't even know what my fucking GTA hotkey is. Ah, that's shitty. Spontaneous combustion is great. So yeah, I think first things first, we're gonna remove that fireplace, and then we're gonna figure out the layout of that room, because that back area is either going to be I'm gonna put a pool table there, or it's going to be a bar space. But the bar space might also be that little cove that already exists. I'm really trying to just focus on one room at a time now, rather than like looking at the entire house. Because I keep doing like little bits of rooms, and I need to like actually get rooms done. Because I keep changing my concept every time that I come back to a room. Which was the thing in 2.0. I redecorated our house like 5 times. Because I just kept getting new ideas and just came back to decorating. All right. We're gonna spawn not on fire. Please load. So fun fact for you guys, so that you have an idea of how decorating works. This doorway, in order to make this a solid wall, you can see the flickering a bit, and the weird line there that I don't know why that exists. We'll look at this one because it's prettier. That's actually like, I want to say 8 different wall pieces just stacked together. To make a solid wall. God, I really love the way that the floor looks in here. I'm still not sure about that red wall. Chat, what's your opinion on this wall? I feel like the accent wall doesn't fit this room. Also, I like how I said that I was gonna focus on one room, and then I came in here, and now I'm thinking about this wall and whether or not I want to change it. I also can't decide if I should put like a smaller table in here, because it is a little bit hard to get around. My kitchen is fine. We're gonna figure out the bathroom at some point. Right here, which we could do right now, because I'm really great at focusing. I think I'm gonna put like a planter here and have a bunch of like big plants, because there's not a good way to decorate that space. Because we don't have like small wall pieces. That's the thing, is just like, I really, really like this design and the pop of red. I just don't know if it fits in this room. Like, I was thinking about putting it somewhere in the bedroom, because the bedroom is all black too, and like we could make that an accent wall, or we could put that pop of red like on that wall or that wall. I don't know. I'm also probably going to entirely redo that. I'm just going to entirely redo this house. Everything that I started with, I have entirely changed my mind on. Yeah, I think it would look better in the bedroom rather than the dining room. Okay. So, let's start deleting some shit. I'm gonna leave the rug there for now. Guys, the phone background is just so cute. You can't really see it, but it's so cute. Okay, let's delete things. I guess I should delete the fire first. It's going to reduce our risk here. I also need to try and not delete the wall. Let's do this instead. It's gonna be smarter. Hi Sprouty, how are you? Where is... Okay, that's the fire. These guys are what I want to get rid of. Man, decorating is so much easier now than it used to be. Like, we didn't get like a nice list of items like this before. You just had to sort of click around until something got there. Until you like clicked on something that you thought was the right item, and sometimes it wasn't the right item. Yeah, this is significantly easier than decorating used to be. It's less buggy than it used to be. It's just all around. What is this? Where is that? Oh. It sees poorly decorated office, which we're gonna fix at some point, but that's low on my priority list because C actually has to be around for him to have an office. Okay. So, let's assess, right? If we block it off to just this area as the conversation pit, we'll get a smaller couch. That should give us enough room to like put a bar here, right? And then a pool table over here. We'll have to raise the floor, but we're gonna have to raise the floor overall to make a conversation pit. And I think that'll work. And I feel like conversation pits are sort of outdated, right? But or that stool, like Calodro is sort of outdated, so I feel like it fits. I feel like C would be really, really, really into the idea of a conversation pit, like that 70s style of decorating. I don't remember what these pieces are called. I don't think I need one right now, though. Right now we need to find sofas that work. Chairs. Is sofas a separate category? The biggest thing that I wish existed was just the ability to make our own folders and stuff. Because I would love to just categorize items in a way that makes sense for me, because the catalog doesn't necessarily make sense at all. Okay, we need... The fuck is that? Rainbow theme? Please no. I mean, this doesn't really fit the color scheme. But this couch is kind of nice. We might work that in... Oh, that'll actually... We're saving that. That's gonna go in C's office, I think. See, something like that, but like half the depth, I think would work. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I don't think that this is all of the sofa options. So something like this, I think is too big. I also, like, we can't afford this house, but I wish that we had... Ooh, wait. I might be smart. Because if we just... We can set this up in a way where people have to just step over here to get down into the conversation pit. Which means I can just bump the couch up to the wall. Okay. Yeah, no, we're gonna make this work. I think I know what I'm doing. I think I have a vision that is going to work. For right now, this couch is our stand-in for this space. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, I want to line it up with that wall. So let's do that. The camera is sometimes my biggest enemy. Okay, so we're more or less in line with that wall. And then we're gonna move this back this way. I'm actually kind of excited for this space now. I also want to test something real quick. Also, we're gonna go ahead and favorite that. Give me the glam stool. Because... So, most of the furniture you can't just, like, naturally sit on. It's not interactable. But... Okay, hello. Flooring is a little bit more difficult because there's not really any, like, a big pieces that I'm in love with for flooring. Like this, you can tell from under here. The floor in the entryway is a whole bunch of side tables just laid out in a pattern. Because this entire house was like tiled and it's ugly. But we need to find something ideally that is just like a wood texture that takes up a bit more space, because things can get a bit scuffy. If you end up using too many items, which I mean isn't surprising, it's a huge like resource sink. Why would you do that to me? You are what I need to put over there in a moment. We'll take care of that when we can. These are all wall pieces. Wall. Do we go with the cherry wood? We're gonna pull it as an option. Just remember that that's cherry wood, please, chat. Outdoor wood is definitely not what we're using. This could work. It's not super pretty. But it's an option. Ceiling, pool tile, privacy glass. No. This almost could read as flooring, as like wood flooring. We'll play around with that and see how we feel about it. I don't think that's gonna work for anything. No, bricks. These are those. That's what we need to use to build doors. White wall texture. This is technically wood, but I don't think that they would have white floors. Maybe this. That's just the larger size of that. At some point, like, I've considered going through and just cataloging everything so that I know what each thing is without having to click through everything. I mean, eventually it's the sort of thing that I just, like, memorize. But I haven't been doing enough decorating your photo sun rainbow theme. Okay. The wood, brick walls are not what I'm looking for. Brick, 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 brick. Carpet. I think that what we've got might be our best options. What does this look like? Not for the living room, but that might be a thing that we look at for like the kitchen tile. Maybe. Wait, what does this look like? Where is this? Hold on, this is important. Oh, no, that is... How is it gonna be thick themed? Alright, so... These are our options. For right now. Roll... Have I been muted since I got back? Or not since I got back, since I got back in the server, rather. Because I've definitely been talking. I've told you guys this before, like if you don't hear me talking for more than like 10 seconds, I'm probably muted. You guys should probably say something. What I've been saying, no, I try and keep at least some sort of like conversation going on stream. So what I was saying is I don't really want to have to redo that entryway, right? But I don't know that any of the options that we have here are going to mesh well with the entryway. I was definitely not muted on purpose. So do we redo the entryway? God damn it, Bjork. Maybe with this wood? I don't know. Do we like this like gray? The gray with the black and the white? Do we go for just like straight up monochromatic in the house? The only problem with this is that it has that like edge border over there that I would need to deal with, which wouldn't really work for this front hallway. But I could maybe find something else that did work for the front hallway. Because I feel like that's not... Let's see what this looks like real quick. I did not. We can do that real quick. So what was their name? Was it Connor McDavid's? Okay, yeah, this actually is a lot of like... This is very similar to a lot of like my reference pictures that I've grabbed. I mean, we could do a marble floor in the living room. That is an option. We're not clowns. Like, that is very, very, very similar to, like, what I've been grabbing reference-wise. I just wanted it to still be a little bit homey. And I don't know if marble in the living room conveys that well. That would make this really, really fast, though. Hold on. It's gonna be a fast enough. I do want to put these just somewhere else so that I have a reference for what they are. So we're just gonna throw those out into the hallway real quick. Oh my god, please. Please, just work with me here. Decorating interface. Oh my god, why? Camera, do the thing that I want you to do. I throw this out there. Okay, so... I think it's black tile, because this is what we have in the kitchen. Is there a difference in, like, thickness? I didn't mean to place that, son of a bitch. I don't think there is, though. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted at all. Please. Can you, is this scuffed because I'm inside of it? Hold on. Perfect, done. It's great. It's fantastic. Do we do the marble just throughout? Because that going into, like, the living room and the kitchen. We can always do wood floors upstairs if we want something just, like, a bit warmer. But, like, the first floor being marble. We can't really make this work, though. How small is the small? Does it actually make a difference? I don't think it does. What if we... Why am I muted? What did I press to mute myself? There's no reason that I would have had to press my mute fucking thing. Did I type 0 at some point? I did. I understand now. Hold on. We're fixing this. Numlock means I can't mute myself. Hi, Boaster. How's it going? So, like, I really need to get a stream deck. Because my hotkeys are my keypad. And yeah, that's a thing. Okay. But so I was saying, it's a little bit of a problem because I need to fill this space, but if I block this off because of this stupid plant, right, and this is no longer our entrance, and our entrance is now over here through the kitchen, we can't have a pool table anymore at that point, which sucks a little bit. But we can set up the space. We'll have a nice little bar here in this area. This is the space that you enter through. I would need to figure this out. I don't love the idea of wasting that space. I mean, how weird does that look if I place another one right here with that set up like that? Hold on. Oop. Bring this out. Go ahead and line that up. I guess you can't really tell that, like, it's offset a bit. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Except that this needs to be, like, down here, except even lower than that. We're deleting those real quick. Because we're gonna have to replace stuff anyways. I mean, we can work with this. We can make that functional. I definitely press that sometimes too, though. There's not like an option that I'm not going to press. Where's the absolute front end there? If we move this over like that, right? Oh, I also need to check that we're not coming through the wall here. We are a little bit. We are definitely through the wall there. Now, do we have a stupid flickering line? Yes, we do. Perfect. Great. Move this over one. That should fix that. Cool. Great. Awesome. Wow. We are not Alt F4ing. I'd like this to be more than... Oh, that's ugly. That's real ugly. The fuck? Hello? Does that have to be that far back? Yeah, it does. Okay. So... we have some things to fix here. First off... where did that place? Bring this... Nope, not what I wanted. You need to stop that. Bring this up to here, right? And then that's gonna go this way. And then... into here. That doesn't matter because I need to place another wood panel there or whatever I'm doing. I haven't decided. See, that's the problem. Okay. All right. We need to figure this out. Hold on. No, that's definitely higher than that. Oh, I'm dumb. I am very dumb. I am not muted. Don't even. Okay, I did almost mute, like, if I hadn't turned on, numlock, I would have muted myself again, for sure. Okay, and then we bring this down. I could also just extend this wall out because that's a false wall anyways, so if I can't get this to line up perfectly, I do have a solution, technically. I'd just rather not cut out space in here if I don't have to. Is that still gonna pop up in there, right? Yes, and we don't want that. How big is the pool table? Pool table. Okay, the pool table's too big to fit in this space anyways. I wanted to put it over here, but that's definitely too big to fit over there. Right? Like, even if we bring it down to the ground, it's... like, nobody can stand around that pool table here. So... then... you can't just unground yourself. So then making the entrance come through the kitchen makes the most sense, I think. That's Booba. Hello, Booba. And the house is scuffing again. Let's finish out the floor down here. We're gonna figure this all out. It's just, it's a few steps. Let's go back to this. We need you to line up properly. That's fine. Then we'll move that back. Okay. There's Booba on Twatter. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to put in some, like... carpet and stuff to warm the space up. Do bring this down just a bit and over this way. And then we'll line those tiles up. Okay, and then we need one more to fill in that space. This is genuinely so much easier than decorating in 2.0. Bjark knows I would have been just like screaming by now. Thank you, posture. I actually needed that. Did you guys hear that? Did you just hear that crack? That was like my like ribs. Okay, all right. So, we've got the floor placed down. I don't know that I'm in love with it yet, but we're gonna work with this. I need to relog because the walls have gone wonky. And then we're gonna reassess some things. Okay. All right. Okay. Do. Is what it was. Oh, yeah, that was what that pop was. That was my, like... It was around the area, like... It wasn't my shoulder, but it was, like... Maybe my clavicle popping? I don't know. It was something. My body does weird things. That's, Thank you, Bjark, for that scuff command. That command exists specifically because of decorating in NoPixel, just for anybody wondering why we have a scuff command. Like I've said, this isn't a 30s thing. I just drank some water, but I'll drink some more because I'm definitely behind. This has been like a lifelong thing. My body just pops sometimes. Sometimes I wonder if my diagnosis of fibro actually should have been a diagnosis of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. But then I'm like, it doesn't really matter because it's not like that's necessarily treatable either. I was born 30. That's accurate, Bjark. And I wish I had the excuse of like playing football being why my body's the way it is. My body is just shit because it's shit. Like I had to stop doing track, not because track destroyed my joints, but because my joints were just bad before I started track. All right. Hello? OBS, there we go. All right. I can't smoke joints. Weed makes me really anxious. I'm already an anxious person. I don't need help. Track runners have short lifespans? Since when? Smoke more. The thing makes you anxious. Just smoke more and make yourself not anxious. Obviously. Okay, so we need to fix stairs here. Which will be easy enough. We just need to place a few of those going down. I mean, I did sprinting, which isn't the absolute worst on your joints. It's still not great, but like versus like distance runners. I don't know if I want to keep the wood trim. I kind of almost like it. It adds a little bit of warmth to an otherwise colder space, but I don't know. Why was I stuck there? Hold on. Is that going to be a problem? No. Maybe. Why is this a problem? Why can I not step up here? Hold on. There's literally no reason that I shouldn't be able to just step. Okay, we need to assess that situation. Since cars get on tracks. Track runners have shorter lifespans because the trains just run them down. Okay, what is our problem? Please hold. Because if I drop that, does that fix it? Is it like... Why is this... That is literally step height. Why can't I step up on it? Okay, hold on. We'll try a little bit higher here. There's literally no reason. Okay, that's fine. For some reason, that's just like too deep to step up. I don't understand. That's fine though. We'll raise this, all the other floor pieces, and then the couch. This doesn't quite have the vibe that I was going for, but it should fit the house overall. It is kind of a mafia house, so it should have a bit, like, more, I don't want to say luxury to it, but it should have a bit more oomph. Alright, and then we're gonna need to place, now that we know that that's going to be an issue, bring this down. We need to figure out the stairs. So, is our music gone? Our music is gone. Give me more music. Not that music. Stop auto-playing. We'll go with this one. Where's the thing I was just moving? Right here. So I don't want that short of a stair. Is that going to be too tall? With what we just experienced, I feel like it might be. Also, how short of a stair do we want? Boop. 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 Are those the same height? I think they are. I think I'm gonna pop this one out a little bit more. Same with this one. Okay, now this bottom is a weird height. We're gonna fix it. So do we all have them like that height? This is the exciting world of decorating, people. I'm pretty sure every single one of those is a different height. But let's go see if we can walk up any of them. Okay, that second one's a bit of a doozy. Apparently. Yeah, okay, alright. So, they all need to be roughly the same height as the bottom one. I have to sneeze. Maybe. I don't know. My nose is just kind of burning. I also... Not the one that I want to mess with. I'm gonna slide this guy this way more. You like it? It has personality. Perfect. So we're at 14.75. Remember that, chat. So we want 0.25 of a step up. So that should have been fine, right? Was that at 15 when we started? That should be the same height. Water, thank you. These are all 0.25 apart. There's literally no reason that we should have an issue on that second step. Didn't I say that I wasn't putting steps over here? Didn't I say that I was gonna fucking make this, close up this hole, and the only entrance was gonna be through the kitchen? I'm pretty sure that's what I had decided. And I completely just, like, disregarded that because I was gonna block off this stupid fucking table with the plant. God damn it. Okay. Also, the walls are scuffed again. I don't want to have to relog again, but we might have to. Okay, so we're also going to remove this guy here, and we're just going to bump out this wall to match up with the floor. Which means we're probably going to move this piece back a bit because we're going to move the couch to be in line with the wall, which will give us a little bit more space down here. Do we want to do that? Or do we want to leave room for a bar here? Hold on. Let's roughly plot out the bar. Is there just a bar? Bar stool, bar fridge, battle barrier, bar stool, beer fridge, bar ice, bar lemons, bar stool, bar bell. Yeah, you're all cute. Okay, so there's not just like a bar, which is fine. Bar stools. More bar stools. Fridges for the bar. The fuck is a battle wall? Ice machine. So, okay, let's go here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for tables. There they are. Okay. What are the... Nope, that's definitely not gonna work. Counter, table small. We might actually want to look for sideboards. That might be our best option here. That's not what I wanted. What I meant was sideboard. Brain, work, please. Really, I just want to plot this out so we can sort of grab whatever and then work around it later. So let's say just for now that we went with this guy, right? We need enough space behind it for a person to stand. And enough space to walk into. But we're also going to want bar stools in front of it. That's probably enough room for somebody to step behind it. Please hold. Oh yeah, that's more than enough room. Okay. So we've got a bar area. Do we relog because everything is exploding? I think we do. Real quick though, I'm gonna delete some things just to make sure that it's not refreshing with all of the extra stuff that's probably adding to it freaking out. So let's get rid of these guys because they don't matter because we're blocking that off. We're going to get rid of this guy. And we're going to get rid of... We already deleted that one. Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. And so the cycle continues. I love having to restart my game a million times. It's exactly what I want to do with my life. Chat, how's everybody's Thursday going? How are you guys? Who's getting ready for the weekend? My next 3 days are gonna be so busy, and I'm not excited about it. I feel like that's both good and bad, Ajax. Like, you can take it a little bit easier, but also it definitely makes the day fucking drag. Weekend snopers. Yeah, that's fair. I definitely get that. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, 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 bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. We're loading in. Let's hurry up and get in the server. Do, 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 do. I kind of feel like I should just delete everything else in the house and maybe it'll be less scuffy. Since we're basically redoing everything anyways, but at the same time, maybe not. I should definitely delete the flooring in the front entry hallway if I'm gonna... I don't know, chat, do we think that we change the front entry just to that same black marble? Do we just do black marble throughout the entirety of the first floor? Because that'll definitely reduce resource strain. Because there's a lot of individual pieces here. Did I erase the couch? I don't think I did. When I erased the floor, I don't think I moved the couch with it. So let's do that. Not that I'm sure we're going with this couch specifically. We might choose a different couch. Didn't I delete you? Okay, let's go ahead and move these out. I still don't know if I'm keeping the wood trim necessarily, but for right now, until I make up my mind, we're just gonna pretend like I am and operate like I am. Please just grab the next one. do. Whatever, that's fine for now. And then move this out a bit. Everything is going to need to be shifted. I didn't think this through. Nope, wrong one. Boop 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 boop. Can we move this wall forward just the tiniest bit? The itty bitty 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 bittiest bit. Nine, wrong way. So we want 7, too far. 7, 5, 7, 6, 7, 8. That was 7, 7, not 7, 8. That overtakes that guy, but I can just move that forward if need be. And by if need be, I mean I'm just gonna move that forward. What is this? Oh, that's the fireplace that's part of the house. Where is the thing that I'm looking for? Ah! Help! Okay, that's the office. This is definitely not where I want to be. Okay, in through here, past the fireplace. The one that I'm looking for is that one. There we go. No help. None at all. Okay, 03, 04. 05 is too far. 43. 42. For now, that works. Okay, cool. Let's continue moving things over here. I need to just get a new piece there anyways, so we can address that later. Okay. So, the question here, let's look at some bar stools. Sure, we'll say that we go with like something like this, maybe, or something like this. We would definitely go with a nicer bar stool. Yeah, 90? 180? 180 should get us where we want to go. Sometimes the numbers just don't make sense. I know that there's a way to just like duplicate items, but I haven't figured it out. I just want to make sure that we're going to be able to like walk around this even after there's bar stools and stuff. That one's a little bit further out, but that's fine. We'll run with further out because I don't think that any of the bar stools are set up to sit on, which is annoying. So we'll need it a little bit further out. For people to actually use if anybody ever comes by. Oh god, there's an entire bottom to these. I have them sunk so far into the floor. Okay. Let's say like that far out. Sure. Not what I wanted. What's also really nice that they've added is the ability to like undo things. I don't think that you can undo it if you delete an item, but you can undo like a movement, which is just so lovely. Okay, now. I mean, we can still walk past it. Like, it's still a viable space to move past. Alternatively, like I'm trying to figure out how to use this space after I block that off. Let's just do this now. Open furniture. Black wall blend, yes. Roll 90. Yaw should not be 180. I don't know why it is. Where is that wall? Right there. Okay. Then it's just gonna go right here and fill in that space. My walls are uneven. Huh. 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 Who knew? What is this? Oh. I mean, I guess I'll delete that right now. I don't need it anymore. Okay, we still need to move that back a tiny bit. This guy. Right there should be good. That looks like it's level. And we can always just address that bump out later. Because there's this bump out in the kitchen too, so it's fine. I am bothered by that. And I know how I need to fix it. Whether or not I want to fix it. Okay, so that'll work for that. What is this? This is something. Wait, well, texture. That accurate? Is it then? No, it's not that one. It's not that. Not that. It's not that. Maybe it's that. I don't think it's that. Give me walls and floors. Floor path, hardwood. It should be. Maybe it's. No, it's not that one. That's the stuff that's in the kitchen. That's all the light bulbs. Gray wall texture, black wall blend. I think I did the bedroom first. My wall? Is it my wall? My wall. Yes, I think that's accurate. If only I could see. Except that, yeah, no, okay, that is. Pitch 90? No. Yaw. 90. There we go. Ba-doo, boop, ba-doo, ba-doo, doo. Okay, and then I get most of the way there. Cool, cool, cool. That should be fine. Okay. We'll fix that little bit eventually. Chat. Do we go with the marble throughout the first floor? Do I get rid of all of the tables that are in the floor right now? Like, is this our entryway? Just this black marble. Honestly, that might look nice. That might look nice. I spent so much time doing this floor, but it might look better with the marble. So we maybe do that. And it'll help the house load better. Not even letting me select any of these. Hello? Hello? I would like to get rid of any of these, please. Thank you. Do I have to do this entirely from under here? Okay. Because anything that's going to cause less scuff is probably the way to go. Why did it just stop? Hello? Music? Music, what are you doing? Music, come back. Not more scuff. No. Okay. That's all of those. Back up to the surface. Is there actually a difference in size between the big and the small? Hold on. I'm curious. I don't think there is. I think that they are literally... Oh, the difference is in the size of the tiles. Okay, I got you. Water, thank you. For this big entryway, I think that the large tiles are fine. Also, we missed a sideboard. I need to go address this. Hold on. Delete. Please, just grab the thing. Grab the thing that I want you to grab. I love decorating, guys. It's so great. Alright. So... that goes there. We were doing the full-size tiles up front here. I need to figure out what I'm doing with the stairs too, because that tile on the stairs is not it. But we obviously can't do the stairs with these big pieces of marble. We'll have to figure it out. And then we'll go ahead and throw one here. Just at the height of that step. Should be fine. Can it move that way at all? we fill out this entire space? Yes, yes we can. Look at that. Beautiful. And then we can fix this. I said then we can fix this. That's a little weird, but we can address that later. Which one was that? Was that this axis? So let's just go 4 opposite way. So 3 8 3 9 3 9 5 3 9 4 3 9 3 2 1. Okay, 3 9 is the best that we're gonna be able to get. That's fine. Okay. And then we fix this one. Okay. Cool. I might address that later, but for right now I'm kind of okay with that tile on the front there. I hate that this door isn't centered, but there's not really anything that I can do about that. The spacing is because of the spacing of the other things. Also, this is where we're at in here without that red wall. I need to move the floor in here a little bit. Just a scotch that way. Perfect. And then we can address the tile around the edges later on. The walls went wonky again. Why? I also need to figure out a doorway for here. Let's look at this as it is. Okay, we need to fix that gap for sure. That can all be addressed later. This doesn't look bad. Like, I'm kind of into the marble throughout, and then we have a different tile in here, which I'm fine with. We just really need to address the stairs because they look like shit now. Yeah, no, the walls are annoying and a pain in the ass. We need to address that little bit, which will be easy enough. And then we need to make... Okay, so I think we are going to relog again. Make sure that all the walls are facing the way that they're supposed to. And then we're gonna go from there. I think with the direction that we're going in, the house can look really, really nice. We're gonna get there. Oh, my back hurts a lot. I have not been sitting well. It's bongo tap with just the capital T, not T-A-P. Also, I'm starting to not feel great. So we're probably gonna finish the touch-ups that we're doing now, and then I might call it for the day. And go rest up a bit. It's not a cracking problem. It's that It's that when I fell down the stairs last year, I just sort of did long-term damage to my upper back. So sometimes it just hurts when I'm doing stuff on the computer because you have a tendency to hunch your upper back a bit more when you're like working on a keyboard and whatnot. So I just need to not do that. Which is why now I'm just like leaning back in my chair and just like yelling at my microphone. Okay, so we're gonna fix that one spot. It's not even necessarily being a goblin, it's just a thing that you like naturally do. Like, unless the desk was like higher, it's not something that can really be helped a ton. It's just the natural position that we get in when sitting at a computer. I'm tired. I'm hungry. So yeah, we're definitely gonna finish up the touch-ups. So we're gonna fix the tile that's in the dining room. I am a lost cause, it's true. I'm going to fix that piece of trim, and then we're gonna figure out a doorway into the living room from the kitchen. I have a really great chair. Like, again, it's not the chair that's the problem. I was hoping it would load faster than that now that we took out all the tables, but apparently not. Apparently we don't get nice things. Just tie myself to the chair. I should, like, look into one of those, like, shoulder back brace things, that's specifically for posture. I'm going to assume that this is the right thing, and I'm going to delete it. Hey, it was the right thing, look at that! My wall was the one that we wanted. Let me bring it here, and then down, then over, and we should probably drink some water because we're starting to black out, and maybe get some food. Does that line up? I think that blends in fine, right? Not perfect. Two, one. Two. There we go. I think that's good. Beautiful. Now that bothers me that that wall doesn't line up. Hold on. This way. Too much. So 5-5, 5-4, other way, 5-6, 5-7, 5-8. That's probably, maybe we can get closer. 5, 7, 9. There we go. Beautiful. Things that nobody is ever going to notice. Easy, hello! Oh no! I didn't change scenes. Hello. We're back. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. Look at that. Look, the wall looks so nice. Okay, cool. So that is good to go. Let's go grab food real quick so that we don't die. We're also gonna bandage up real quick. Bjark, how far are you from mod points? I think we even have something to drink, we do. We also have a pail and shovel, which is very, very, very important. How's it going, Easy? Only 72 months left, perfect. Listen, okay? I've been streaming consistently 3 days a week for like 3 weeks now. You know, we're getting back to it. You'll get your points eventually. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Oog? Why oog? Oh, fuck. I mean, I'm already like 72 years old, so, you know. Not that far off. Dun 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 dun. Oh, what a nice peaceful walk through Mirror Park. It's a thing that you can't often say. Hi, Jelly! How are you? Oh, that's a good point. We'll do that after we finish the decorating stuff with Mel. I am very, very, very tired and not feeling the best. But I'm here and I'm alive, so I could be worse. I was gonna say we're not crossing the street, so like a car can't hit us, but it very well could. It very, very, very well could. As long as we don't have to wait 40 minutes for an ambulance, it's fine. You know, I'm not opposed to role-playing today. I just don't really have the energy to, like, get into anything. Okay, is there anybody working? Doesn't look like it. Are there any employees? No. That's what I figured. Which is fine. Yo. What up? How do I... Wait. There we go. I have $23. Is there an ATM in here? Fuck. Fuck, I need an ATM. Guys, real quick, like, this is... Nikita decorated this, and it is so good. Like, it just, the entire place looks so nice. And I wish I was... Ooh, wait, actually, we're gonna go with these couches, I think, for our living room. Which I was probably gonna change the sofa anyways. Those were just to stand in, but I didn't think about it till now. But Nikita is so good. I know. The immersion isn't great. I feel like if I did decorating more often, I could be that good at decorating again. Just right now, like, I'm still not even used to just the system, much less, like, knowing what the catalog has for me. If you look in the RP room in Discord, you can see some of the stuff that I decorated in 2.0. And I will never, ever decorate something as nice as the house that I decorated for Benji. It was so good. It was amazing. It was the best thing I've done in my life. Maybe not in my life, but it was really good. But it also took like a million years. Use ATM. We'll take out like 200.
Right on.
Only the OGs remember, it's true. Yark, I think you might have been the only one that was here when I was decorating that house. Oh, no, Easy was. Easy was definitely here. I spent so many hours off stream decorating that too. Just because, like, there was probably around 1,000 items put together to make that house what it was. Because I would do something and he would like it and he'd be like, can you do more? And I'd be like, sure, let's go for it. I think we got paid like 70 grand. That was the Birth of the Scuff command, yeah. I miss the canal house. Like, I miss decorating that house specifically. Even though it was nothing, like, special. Where is it? Come on. Let me buy a sandwich. There we go. Yeah, we'll just get a couple of... Makes you feel better. Feeling scrumptious, something special from the restaurant. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no, I bought 4. Why did I buy 4? Hello? No, 4 of them is $50. That's ridiculous. That's so cheap. The treehouse was the best house, honestly. That should be fine? Did I buy it? Does that count? Yes, okay. I don't know how buying things from unmanned stores works. The storefronts are super cool, but they're also super new. And I love that they exist. I just wish I knew how to use them. Why is there... Gross. Nobody wants toe shoes. But yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go back. Excuse you. We're gonna go back. We're gonna finish up the trim around the dining room now that we removed that red wall. And then we're gonna call the dining room more or less finished for now. I think I'm pretty happy with it. No toes, no feet. No.
I don't watch TV. What's happened?
Just no. And then we're gonna make that doorway for the living room. I'm going to do nothing but think about the living room for the next, like, day. And whether or not I actually want to keep it that way, or if I want the doorway to be where it was. Because I don't know, like... Is it weird having everything enterable through the kitchen? Like, does that make for a bad flow of traffic? What up, Puck? Like, I can't decide. I kind of don't love the idea. Well, but the kitchen is the central point. So, like, you can get to the kitchen from everywhere, but you can't get to everywhere... or no, you can get to everywhere from the kitchen, but you can't get to the kitchen from everywhere. Like, you have to go through the kitchen to get anywhere else. But also, it's an Italian household, right? Like, the kitchen is the lifeblood of the house. So, it's not that weird. Because then the entryway is just that. It's an entryway. We can fill it with, like, plants and shit and art and deck that out. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna... it's something that I'm gonna have to sit with. The next time that we come back to this, I'll probably have done work off stream. So it'll probably... this isn't what I wanted. Leave edit mode, because I need to unlock my house to get in, please. Lock the house back up. But nobody comes in while I'm decorating. Like, I think putting plants and stuff in here is going to make... because right now, this is sort of just... it's a bit ominous. Ominous is maybe not the right word, but I'm gonna say ominous. It's not very welcoming. Like, it doesn't feel cold, but it also doesn't feel warm. It's just sort of... there. I also wish that I could change out this light, but I also kind of like the... it gives me booba on the table, which is great. Well, okay, so this is going to be a guest bathroom eventually. I just need to finish decorating and figuring out everything. I'm trying to take it one room at a time, kind of, sort of. We've done a bad job of that today, but yeah, no, the table has booba. Okay, let's put this trim around in here. Hello? Hello? Okay, maybe not. If we have to relog again, we're just leaving it for the day. I'm not bothering. It's just... yeah, no, decorating is scuffed. Why is decorating scuffed? Why does it have to be like this? The kitchen we're definitely going to make a bit more modern. We've already put in the tile on the walls, which wasn't there before. I wish that this stuff wasn't just on the counters, because that's going to be really annoying, but we'll work around it. But yeah, this is going to be a guest bathroom. Or a laundry room. I haven't decided. We might build out like this bigger space here into like a master bathroom, and then this will be the guest bathroom over here because this bathroom just sucks. And I can't really do much with it. It just kind of exists. So we'll figure that upstairs isn't a concern right now. We're not looking at upstairs. Only downstairs. We're focused on finishing downstairs, and then we go upstairs. I can't decorate though. It just isn't giving me the menu. And I don't want to have to relog again. Yeah, nope. Okay. Alright. That might be it for today then. That might be all she wrote. we might call it here. Because like I said, I'm not feeling the greatest. I would like to just kind of relax a bit. Rather than dealing with hard logging over and over and over again. I know. I know it is sad. No, I just want to finish this. Hold on. No, we're gonna do this. We're gonna fucking finish this because it's gonna bother me otherwise, and I have a long weekend, so I'm not gonna have any time to work on it. Debbie's bank account. We also need to check Debbie's bank account. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get back in. We're gonna finish up the decorating stuff we need to finish. And then after we do that, we're gonna go check Debbie's bank account, see if she's still a broke bitch. She probably is. Ah! That sneeze just came out of nowhere. Because she was very, 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 very in debt. Maybe someday we'll do something with Debbie. Maybe someday we'll get Debbie into something that's actually really interesting and she'll be a really well fleshed out character and then we'll murder her a week later. Med check is a good call. I took my meds at the beginning of stream, but if anybody else has meds to take, y'all should do that. So, Debbie is currently a Civ because Mel is more of a Crim than anything. Like, Mel is technically a civilian, but she's married to a mobster. She can't be clean. It's literally not possible. But I haven't really figured out what I'm doing with Debbie. Debbie was going to be a personal assistant, and the people that hired her just kept, like, flaking, and stopped coming around, and so it was never a thing that we were able to really pursue with her. I thought about having her apply for PD dispatch, just because that could be fun. Hanging out with PD a bit. I can't be clean. But yeah, I don't know exactly what we're gonna do with her. So my old character, who is super dead now, Antonetta, I originally made her to be my Crim. And then I didn't play her for months, and when I brought her back, she was 100% a Civ. So I'm just sort of waiting for inspiration to strike me with Debbie, like it did with Antonetta. And maybe we don't kill Debbie. Listen, I know Antonetta was great. I get it. You don't have to ground me. I'm aware. Alright. Let's finish this up. Edit property. Open furniture. Perfect. Thank you. Rust tile. Let's go. Camera, come in here. Roll 90. Perfect. Doop doop. Clean it down. Do. Wrong way. Going this way. And then it needs to go down just a scotch. And then far back into the wall as we can go. Perfect. This is beautiful. We did thing. Gotta make sure that lines up. Okay. Next. Same thing. Once again. Come here. Come here. Where are you? There. Roll 90. We're gonna check Debbie's debt. Antonetta was better than Mel. I know. Listen, Mel was really good once upon a time, okay? We just need to find her spark again. Once upon a time, Mel was the right hand to the pimp. She was doing things. She was a mover and shaker. We're gonna get there again. Becoming a lawyer is a lot harder than it used to be on the server, so we'll figure out what we're doing with that, if we're doing anything with that. We're not perming Melony, and her name isn't Melony. Antonetta was the hot one, yeah. I mean, listen, Mel has had a glow up in 3.0, alright? Mel is a lot more attractive than she was. We just haven't done anything with her. I'm sort of in the same situation with Mel as I am with Debbie, where I don't know what direction I want to take her. Cause like we were gonna do the lair thing, but then, that obviously fell apart. Because we took a very long break from everything. And Splainer's not around anymore, so the person that we were gonna paralegal for isn't available. Okay, so I need to have these. 04, 03, 02, 01. 0 is too much. Okay. 01. Do I care enough to move the other ones forward? I don't think I do. Melony was poggers. Listen, okay, it's not my fault that so much of the RP just died off. We had a lot of momentum, and that momentum just kind of stopped. And every time we got new momentum, that also just stopped. It's been kind of an endless cycle. Where the fuck is this piece? Hello? Hello? Where are you? Hello? Kyle? Boop boop. Okay, alright. Cool. This space is done. Also, I just noticed we don't have music again. Come back, music. Or we'll go with this. Okay. Done, 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 done. We might put some, like, art up on the walls or something at some point, because just... black walls are a bit oppressive, but we'll figure it out. Now. This is going to be difficult, because... like, do we just have this open? Maybe this isn't as difficult as I'm saying it's gonna be. Maybe we just have this fucking open. And this is now just... this is now just a space. That's a problem. But like, I was gonna do a doorway, but I don't think a doorway is necessary. I might even... I can't open that up anymore. So the problem with this, and the reason that the door isn't centered, is that... Why is there a line there? Hello? Something's not lined up properly. Is that this wall is too thick. But we could potentially fix that. It's not something I want to do right now, because I have to move like 8 separate walls to fix that. But we might... Hello? We might open up this a little bit more, and then we would just bump this wall in a bit, like this way. Yes and no. So it's definitely a thing that we can work on. It gets a bit scuffy. But there's definitely some stuff that we can do. I kind of like this space just being more open and then having the dining room a bit more closed off, maybe. Because I still need to figure out what I'm doing here. What is this? Why are you here? I know why you're here. Son of a bitch. I need to figure out what we're doing with this area. Like, instead of the bar facing this way, we could have the bar like this way, and then fill this with like coolers and stuff. I don't love that idea. I don't love that idea at all. But yeah, I kind of... Hold on, I need to see this first person. Well, not first person, but I need to see this space. Obviously, we need to fix that step up. Do I like it being that open? You think we should put like coolers and stuff there? Make it like a proper bar? And this is just like a really nice like lounge space. Hi Bee-Fly, how are you? Because then we can stick stuff in front of this. That'll still be functional enough. I don't know. I kind of need to see the kitchen finished. For one, to decide what I'm doing there. So we know that this is definitely going to be the entryway, right? Like, we come in the house, we have this big old foyer. We walk through the foyer, we have a guest bathroom. Then over here, we have the living room and bar. Kitchen is here. God damn it, the power's out. Dining room here. Which, yeah, we're definitely gonna open up this wall. I don't know. We are gonna put another thing here, though, as a step. We'll go with the small stone tiles. I don't know what I have in the kitchen right now, but... That's not gonna work in any way, shape, or form. Is it? No, it's not. Nope, 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 nope. How low do I have to have it to avoid being in that room? Okay, there. That is a very small step. And then we're gonna need to move it back. Then it's just in line with this. And then if we move this back, we would need to, well, that's gonna need to be fixed anyways when we move this wall out. And then the steps are two different sizes. But we can't lower this without... interrupting this space. We can bump that wall back, because we already moved the wall once, so we can always move it again. Okay, if we knock it down just a couple... That gives us a pretty small step here. But, we raised this floor, right? So we can always lower the floor again. This needs to be lowered to match it. Water, thank you! I just need to be able to select this piece of floor. Hello? Why is it just a black void? Sure. Why not? Why wouldn't it be a void? Why did it sound like somebody was trying to break into my house? Like, it sounded like the lockpicking noise. And then, yeah, we'll just bump that wall back over here. And then these stairs are more or less even. Okay, so, you come in the house. There's gonna be plants and shit everywhere. We might turn this into, like, a fake coat closet or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Then you come through here. You have guest bathroom, you have kitchen. And then you're like, oh, what's this? Oh, a living room. Oh, some stairs that I can't really climb up. Hold on. That one is still too tall. Got it. Can I even do what? It's probably not. Why is this such a bitch? Oh, yeah, you can break into people's houses, for sure. It looks like it's the same height. Is it the depth of the stair? Is that the problem that we're having here? Hold on. Out of here. Open furniture. This top guy. See if that fixes it. No, that one's just weird and sticky. For literally no reason. Like, I'm pretty sure it's shorter than the first stair now. I know that they didn't previously. I don't know if that's changed. There's also now cutting into the couch. Okay, that might be a thing that we need to readdress later. And you come in, you got a bar with bar stools that will be evened out. We're gonna put like a cooler and shit over here that's gonna be full of drinks. So do we rotate the bar to face this way? Also, the walls are going wonky again. I can see it. Do we rotate the bar to face this way? Yeah, I know. I want to check Debbie's bank account. Maybe. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. And then down here, we're gonna have the couch. Do we... Do we have a TV and stuff? Or do we have an area where people just sit to talk? And like hang out and have drinks? Because then we need to decide which wall the TV is going on. Probably, maybe it goes in the corner? I don't know. I feel like it would maybe go on that wall? Because if people are walking up and down this way, right? You don't really want them to be walking in front of the TV. Which means we'll probably put like an extra chair or something over here in addition to the couch. That's very, very true, Bjork. Why is that? Okay, I'm not going to actually adjust that because that might have just tilted because the house is tilting. It's so difficult being like in the middle of the decorating process too, because sometimes it's just like, okay, well, this space doesn't really work with this other space, but I'm not done decorating the space yet. So it might work eventually. Like, this couch isn't even the couch that we're going to use. It's just a stand-in placeholder so that we have an idea of how much space we need for the couch. I don't know. We're gonna leave it at that for today. That's what I wanted to finish up. We are going to go and switch over to Debbie real quick and walk to the vault and check Debbie's bank account. Remember when I said this was going to be a shorter stream today, guys? And now we are at our usual 3 hours. Crazy how that works. Outfits is not what I wanted. What I wanted was G. G. Let me switch characters. G. I said G. Please, just let me switch characters! Let me switch characters without relogging! Is it because I'm still in, like, edit mode? Is that the problem? Do I need to leave edit mode? There we go. Okay. We are perpetually scuffed. Forever scuffed. Okay, spawn. Apartment. What's Debbie's voice? In case I need to talk with somebody, I need to remember Debbie's voice. Hi, my name... Nope. Hi, my name is Debra Peterson. There we go. That's closer. It's not perfect. It's not exactly what it was. I forgot that Debbie is starving because I literally don't have food to feed her. She literally cannot eat because she is so poor. What am I doing? Stop walking into walls. Our rich girl is definitely struggling here. She needs a sugar daddy. Or a sugar mama. I don't think she's picky. Honestly, Debbie was supposed to be a lesbian. That's not true. Debbie had a crush on Tanner. But then we were gonna make her a lesbian because Tanner just stopped responding to calls because he's a bitch. That's really why Chase has the bitch role in our Discord. I swear to God, if you hit me... Oh God. Okay, alright, okay. Locals are gonna hit me. That's fine. I wish that Debbie at least had a bicycle. Because even when you're poor, you can still ride a bicycle. But she only has a car. That is the reason that she is poor. What's just a preliminary, what's our bank account at? Negative 155, okay. We might starve before we get to the bank. There is a small chance of that. That's normal. Just floating gun. No big deal. It's true. If we get kidnapped, they might give us food. We don't have like anything to. We literally have nothing. It's too close to reset to get kidnapped. But maybe we'll play Debbie one day. So what I really wanted to do when we went broke was do like a homeless arc for her and have her just be a beggar. But I can't get her fucked up clothes because I don't have enough money. So I can't even do that because like nobody's gonna believe that this bitch is homeless. Look at her. She's fucking, she looks like a prissy rich girl. Like, for real, though. But yeah, we really just need to get somebody to give her food. Whether that's a kidnapper or some random person. Yeah, too broke to look homeless. We're also thirsty now. Debbie is really out here struggling. She started at the top and just been falling apart. I'm really upset. I thought about it because we were walking past the Cerberus offices. Cerberus just recently did like an intern thing. And I wish that I had been playing Mel to see that that was a thing, because that would have fit Mel so well and we would have had so much good RP from it. And we would have finally had a direction for Mel to go in. And we would have had money because we would have ended up with a job from Cerberus. So we could have paid for the house. But no, we just continuing to live that broke life. Nopers. It's not a thing we're allowed to have. We're not allowed to have nice things in RP. Like, I don't even mind the struggle RP, it's just that, like, the server doesn't really allow for it. It's like I said, we can't even get clothes that look dumpy to try and, like, convey that this character is struggling. And it kind of sucks sometimes. That so much revolves around, like, finances or lack thereof. Also, we are 100% RP walking all the way to the vault, so I hope that you guys are into our RP walk, because Debbie is not running up a hill to get to the bank. We've got 15 minutes till reset. We've got plenty of time. Maybe someone will stop and offer us a ride, and then we can beg them for food. Fucking Pepe feet, indeed. Dun, 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 dun. Bow, bow. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that bow bow was. Part of the song, though. The thing with RP walking is that sometimes people just think that you're an NPC. As the thing early on with Mel when her outfits weren't quite as unique. She would be walking and then like people would just like yell at her and she'd respond and they'd be like, "Oh, I didn't realize that you weren't a local." And it's just like, yeah, get fucked. There's definitely still room for an Oxy arc for Mel too. We just need to like learn the meta on Oxy. Cause like we don't even have close to a connect anymore. Not that we had a connect after Mel's dealer died. I mean, I guess we had Gladys. Gladys would have given us Oxy whenever we wanted. Like, I don't know. I enjoy playing out struggle more than just, like, good times in RP. I like the more emotionally traumatizing shit. I like the stuff that leaves me feeling absolutely exhausted at the end of the day. It's just so much more satisfying. Like, the entire arc with C in the ICU after Mel and Bryce got him shot was great. It didn't last long enough. Didn't last long enough at all. It was fine. Listen, if Debbie gets hit by a car, we can go to the hospital and maybe a doctor will give her food. Maybe that's what we do with Debbie. We're just gonna get her into like some public service field, whether it's the hospital or PD, just like working front desk or working like as a personal assistant for like the chief of medicine or like chief of police or something like that. Not chief of police because we're not around when Zappa's around. Nothing came up to Perma-Mel though, is the thing. Just met Oxy, yeah. Like, Mel has perma conditions, and they were not met. PD dispatch, especially around these hours, would be a ton of fun. Not saying that, like, NA isn't fun, or that the people that do PD and NA aren't fun, but it's just a very different vibe. Things are a lot dicier in the evenings. Mel trips in perma, she just smashes her head. That's it. That's my perma condition for her, is she just bumps her head a little bit. And I think it would be fun to learn, like, all of the 10 codes and everything, and get that side of things. Because it's something we haven't really done on the server. Like, Mel was an accountant, she's helped run businesses, she's been on the criminal side of things. Has to wear a hat to perma. R.I.P. Mel's hat. Oh, I completely forgot! They updated some of the hair so that it works with hats. I should see if her hairstyle works with hats now. But yeah, like, we've done a lot of the other side of the server with Mel, but I haven't really touched on, like, PD or the hospital, other than, like, Mel's visits to the hospital. I haven't really touched on, like, hospital stuff at all. In terms of RP. So it could be something nice and, like, refreshing. That we haven't done yet. What's a 1050? I don't remember 1050. It's been so long since I've watched, like, any RP, much less Cop RP. Cop RP used to be the only thing that I watched, and I just haven't watched anything lately. Watch us get to the bank and immediately pass out. Oh, 1050 is crash. Yeah, gotcha. See, if you'd said a 10 Ziggy, then I would have known. Like, I don't know. Like, I want to do fun things with Debbie, but I also want to, like, build Mel back up. I want the house to be paid off. I want to get her a motorcycle again. I want to, like, build this story with her. And I know that a lot of that is just my attachment to the character, right? Like, I've had her 3 years now. And when you put that much time into something, like, you don't want to just give up on it. And there hasn't been a moment that's felt like it was right to end her story, right? Like, everything is just sort of, like, fizzled, but nothing's been, like, story ending. God damn it, Debbie, stop being weird. How much? $64! Let's go! Let's go, $64! Gonna perma her for me. Super great. Alright. Okay. And Debbie is officially starving. Completely life-changing. We're just gonna go sleep in a dumpster. That's where we're at right now, is we're gonna go sleep in a dumpster. Maybe we can find some food in there. Oh, I forgot that the phone backgrounds don't change based on character. Which is kind of annoying. Debbie just has this random wedding photo of a couple she doesn't know. Alright, okay, we're gonna go sleep in this pile of trash because that's where Debbie belongs. Alright, cool, great. Super. Debbie did steal Mel's phone, she was desperate. Alright. That's gonna be it for me today. I appreciate everybody who came and hung out, and and chatted and watched us do decorating and relog a million times. I'm sure that you love the sound of the flies in the background right now. You guys are great. I am not going to be live again till next week. I'm not sure when yet. But yeah, if you're not already a part of the Discord, go join the Discord. I'll post there. If you're not already in the Twitter, go follow that, because I will also post there when I go live, maybe before I go live. I don't know. We'll find out. Next stream is probably going to be our sponsored stream. So if you're looking for some glasses, come by. We're sponsored by Warby Parker. God, I can't talk. So that's going to be a thing. So come by. If nothing else, just hang out. No rioting. I love you guys. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, evening, night, whatever time it is for you. And I will see you next week. Okay, I love you.